Hey Dreamers, this is Jack to Place, and we're going to discuss the new update. Minimalcube released a new update 2.52, and is it just the new login screen? Well, also a new update. So we got just before the holidays, Minimalcube was like, here, a little present. It's not like a super big update, but I think this is like a really neat update for people that really want to make quick textures in their sculptures. We're talking about, I think it's called Neatness in the Flex. And I must say that like it's a really welcome, or Neatness, it's a really welcome update. I think I can like do quite a lot with it. It's not the only thing that's being in this update, but I'm going to talk about the neatness in this video. So that's why we're going to focus on it. So what is neatness? Neatness is like a new control in the flex in the sculpture. Where if you like normally you have always like this if you have a sculpt, and you can like tweak the flex of that sculpture. Now they have a new options called neatness, and all those flex that like normally are on a service, like look for example here, you have like everything is like all randomized as flex on the service, right? It's basically what the Dreams engine or what Dream stands for. They do of course have options to get rid of all these things. Mostly you can like pretty much make it clean as possible, but I actually have now an update and it's called Neatness. So this is a little bit of my my first time that I'm looking at it. It's a new update. It's not really technically a tutorial, but it's more of like, let's see what we can do with it and some tips and thoughts about what I think about this update, and also for you guys what you think as well. Let me know in the comments if this is an update you would really love to work around with. That's what we're going to do in this video. So we're just like going to show you a little bit of like what this update is all about in the update 2.52. I was already expecting, to be honest, to get like another updates like before this, like the end of the year basically, but we did. So what is the neatness in this update? So if you go into sculpture mode, and for people that are new or people that have not like checked this out yet, so if you like normally go in the sculpture mode and you have like, for example, in cube, you go in, you have some settings if you go into the property of that sculpture, right? So normally if you like hold L1 and square, you get like this pop-up, right? So here we have like a lot of like already options that most of them are pretty much familiar. If you have not like worked around with this, like there's like tons of tutorials out there. We're not going to discuss everything about this in this video, but if you go into like the flex properties, so here we have like the third tab, flex properties. You see here in the last in the bottom basically, you see here neatness, and this has like a slider from 0 to 100, and you can do pretty much cool things about it. So let me just like do that and like increase the neediness to 100%. Now it's with me a little bit harder to see right now on the screen, but if I zoom in a little bit, you can see that everything, every fleck is now organized in a grid, right? Or in a roster, or whatever you want to call this. And if I like go like get rid of that like 100%, and if I move it around again, you'll see that they are like not like in the grid anymore. So you can see that they are different. Now you're probably going to wonder, but what is this good for? Well, what do you think about textures? Because like with sculpture you can basically make things like a depth, like I would say like a bump map effect basically. So if you want to make like very quickly tiles or other cool stuff, like maybe a disco ball, or there are so many like different ways to go for this right now, but this is really nice. And if you're going to increase like the flex perspective, you can also increase like the raster, and we can do it like this of course. to make it more loose. There's so many new possibilities with this. And but what about for example, like I said, if you want to make textures, like 4 tile textures, it's a possibility to do so. And I really love this new feature. Because like you can now do that easily. Normally you have to like maybe sculpt into it or paint over it or make different things. But there are so many like really cool ways you can now do like make sculptures of this and like really make cool effects on that surface. So basically, let's say for like if you needed a wall, right, and the wall is made out of like tiles, but you don't really have like maybe the knowledge or the time to make all the little tiles on your own, and or to paint it, because like everything in Dreams is a blank canvas, right? So normally you always have to paint these things over, or you have to sculpt the tiles in it or stuff like that. But now you can just like do it with a simple slider to make those tiles yourself, and it's really awesome. It's just, like I said, it's not like a super big update, but it's a super welcoming update in regardless. Like it's not something that like it's not needed. It's just like it is like really really welcoming, and I'm 100% sure I'm going to use it somewhere in the future. Not really sure when or like how. Probably with a disc. I think like we can really make a cool disco ball. For example, if you have like a ball like this one here, and you're also doing like the Neatness slider, right, and make it a little bit bigger, and you have yourself a disco ball. So, well, not like this, but but you get what I mean, right? So like, you can really make really quickly like a disco ball, and again, like make it like spin around. I don't know. Let me do it very quickly. Don't judge me on this right now. So I do it like this, and you have a disco ball. And I think that's pretty neat. Like it's super quick, and yeah, there are so many cool ways to go for it. Like, and you still have all the same options, like the reflect and the wax, and right. So you can still do that, of course, because like it's in the sculpt option. So you have yourself not a very Merry Christmas, but also a lovely, really neat update, pun intended. I don't really know what else I can say about this update, because like I said, it's not super like a super big update about this, other than I can only say that this is really nice to have. And of course, I'm not even showing what is possible with it. There are so many like different things you can do with it. You can also like convert it to paint, and then you have basically everything like so, what we're just showing here right now, which is pretty cool. You can make like very cool effects about this, like if you need like really quickly and swear or something made out of this. I don't know, like you can go nuts on this. I can't really think of really quickly as much as possible right now, but there's so like many different ways to create something. I don't know, like there's like yeah, what else can we show? Like, and it works of course with every object, of course. So if you have like different shapes, different forms, it works all the same. So here we have like a cone, and as you can see, like even though the cone is not like having a normal shape, right? Like it goes from like pointy to big, but still like it has like it's doing its sort of purpose. You can still see that like it's not like 100% like doing its purpose, but it's still pretty nice that you have options like this for whatever reason you want to go for, right? Like I said, I'm not really sure if like I can think of write something, but probably people out there in the Dreamiverse and the Dreamers in general are pretty smart people. They can come up pretty quickly with something like, oh, this is so cool, I can definitely do something with this. So yeah, that's like, it's super neat. I love this. I love this update. I'm probably going to use it. Like, mostly I would think I'm going for like some, I don't know, some special effects I'm thinking about. Like for example, for this one here, you can like think of like, I don't know, make some special effects with these type of things. I think that would be pretty cool to do. Like animate it or stuff like that. I haven't even think about that yet. But you can you can like you can do crazy stuff with it. It's I don't know. You probably already have better ideas than me right now. But yeah, it's like it's a really nice update. Like I said, you can like make it so that you can like animate it. If you need something like futuristic stuff or like, I don't know, like it's really cool. It's also really cool to see like how the flags are like appearing, right, in the order of the sculpture. You can see that they are not like in a certain, they go in a spiral way. That's really cool to see. So instead of like they disappear in a spiral, it's really nice to see that. But you can like do like really cool effects with this, and of course I'm just like showing like an example right now. But yeah, and of course like you still have like all the needless effect. Like you can still like do like other stuff. You can make it like more like in Paso, for example. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't really know what else I can say about this. Can we change the... Probably we can. Yes, of course we can. So now you have something like this. So and you can still change the flag type as well. So that's really nice. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this update. Is it something that you would going to use this as a new feature in Dreams? Are you going to use it for different purposes? I can see already like really nice, really quickly shaping formed in the Dreamiverse. People using this update. Let me know in the comments, what are you going to use this for? And I'm probably going to use this mostly for like I think quick textures. I think this is a really nice way to make really quick textures if I don't have the time, because if you know me, time is not always on my side if I sculpting, so I always try to find really quickly ways to do stuff. And I think having this option, and I don't really know, like I saw the live stream yesterday, but it's really funny for me to see that they actually come up with an update like this, right? Like it's, I think, not sure if anybody was like thinking of this update, or even like thinking of something like this before, and they just did it. They're just like, yeah, I can code something like this. And so here we have it. It's really nice, and I really want to see like more updates like this. Like we don't always have to be like super big new updates, but I think updates like this, like tiny little details that you can really quickly change in the sliders, I think that is super nice. I really want to see more of this in general. So this was like a little bit of like my first tips and thoughts. Not a tutorial, disclaimer. It's not a tutorial, guys. But it's such a small update. I don't think like it needs much of a tutorial for this, as it mostly speaks for itself. It's just like sliders, and if there are probably already other people out there would probably do tutorials out of this, but I don't think like you really need to have like a tutorial out of this. It's just why I'm doing it as a tips and thoughts video, so a little bit smaller video, but still hopefully showing the feature of what you can do with it. I really love this feature, and as always, I will probably come up with other ideas eventually in the long run. But I always want to do these videos like really quickly, like without much preparations, because like the intent of this type of videos, like the tips and thoughts videos, are more of like, okay, what is my first thought about a new update, and what is my tip that I can think of, and what is like and stuff like that in general. So that's why I'm doing these type of videos as well. So not only tutorials, but also these type of videos, especially on the specific updates like this, because like I think it's more fresh to show a little bit of like, yeah, what I think about this, what is good for this update, instead of like doing some resources and then you already know the answer and so that. And I kind of want to have like sharing my knowledge. That's why my banner in YouTube video is always saying knowledge is for free, and sharing the knowledge should be always for free, at least in my way of viewing it. So yeah, so this is my view, this is my point of view, this is my tips and thoughts. Let me know in the comments, is this an update you are welcoming in the Dreamiverse for yourself with the new tool? Again, it's under the flag properties, and the last in this video, the last slider, it could be also changing eventually later on, more sliders in the future, I don't know, but in this video it's the last slider. And if you put it on 100%, you get a really nice looking flag roster, like on flag on grid, which really nice. It's really nice. Like it's, oh man, I can already think of like super quick, like tiles on the floor and in the walls or stuff like that, or I don't know, or disco ball, or I don't know, animating stuff. I don't know, there's so many cool ways to do this. Thank you so much for watching, and really hope to see you in the next video, in the next update or tutorial, who knows. Bye bye for now, and as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. Bye bye.